Hi, everybody. Hi, Vanessa. I'm sorry it took forever. Yeah. Guess whose fault that was. No, I'm just kidding. It was both of our faults. Okay, so basically this was a video client request asking us, what is it like to be together? What do we like together, baby?
My version?
Yeah.
I think I said the other day, it's like Jim Carrey dating Jim Carrey. Like, we're both Ace Ventura, pet detective on the Titanic. But the Titanic don't sink.
Okay. What do you mean?
If it did sink, we'd probably surf on some dead bodies, though, I think.
What do you mean we're like Jim Carrey? Do you love me?
I love you very much. Yeah.
So I snuggle like this with him quite often, and sometimes I face rape him. This little bit, yes, and he does that. And legit, I have to like work on like pulling myself away from. If he's driving, I have to be like, he's driving, so I can't like, engage myself with him. I have to just like sit there on my hands, kind of, because in my mind, it's like, I love him so much, I want to attack him always. So when we're at home, if he's just sitting there in a chair and I realize we're not in danger, we're not in a car at all, I'll just kind of like, like koala him and just like
full attack dog mode.
Yeah, I do.
There's no stopping it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Don't happen.
I do something called koala. It's like where, they call them like little angry drop bears. But I say, he is my eucalyptus tree. And, koalas only have one eucalyptus tree. And they get angry if they like are, just want to. They'll just like drop on you. So like I drop on him and I like, and I like, but like usually we're on the bed or something. And like, cuddle with him really hardcore. And then like we're in public, we're not very much PDA, but we are very much sweet. Like he always... Well, no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because.
Yeah. But see, and that's the other thing, where if we're like, he'll start singing some weird thing, and normal people would probably be like, what are you doing? And I'll just be like, because of the wonderful whiz he was. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because. So, like, that's legit. I would just tune in. I would just chime in.
The wonderful things he does.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, he's right. See what happens? Are we twins? I don't know.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
I'm dating Jim Carrey. He did tell me, he's like, it's like I'm dating Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura. And he's like, but
it's
I'm
like
also
one of my favorite movies.
But I'm also Jim Carrey. So it's like Jim Carrey's dating Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura, and I'm just like, what the hell?
That's bad.
But
that's probably great too. So.
But I mean, there's been times in our relationship where I'll just pretend to be a cat and like start rubbing up on him or whatever, and
we both like adventures. We like going, seeing like the mountains and stuff. We got to do that soon.
Yeah.
And then, but we just went to the mystery spot. We're gonna post a video of that soon. That was super cool.
Pulled my back a little bit. I went a little too crazy.
Yeah, we went a little narbar, and I think we have a tendency to do that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. She's not as much of an adrenaline junkie as I am, but I mean, like, I think I rub off a little bit where we go do some awesome stuff.
I am. I'm just not used to having the ability to go because of, cars or finances or whatever. So, but if I've ever had a chance to go to nature, I've never turned it down. So that's one thing that, like, we can drop of the hat, say, hey, you want to go see some nature? And we're both just, like, ready for it.
Yeah. We've done it randomly a few times. We try planning stuff out, but we also suck at planning stuff out, so we just do things.
Yeah, we're better at spontaneous. We seem to do spontaneous really well. Like, spontaneous works for us. And then, I feel like if I'm hungry, he's hungry, and if I'm not hungry, he's not hungry. But that could just be people being polite, but I really feel like our mood seems to be the same. And if I'm honestly tired, he seems honestly tired. Or if we're both still awake and it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much. We both wake up around the same time for the most part. Sometimes I get up like an hour earlier, or sometimes she gets up an hour earlier. But most of the time, like, as in, like, I live with my parents. She lives with her stepdad currently. like, AKA, like,
No
it's
reason
not
to
like,
wake up next to each other.
Yeah,
Cause
so it's just weird. Like, we both still are on the same time frame and all that kind of stuff, just kind of naturally. But then our senses of humor are pretty alike. We both don't watch that much TV, but then I don't know, the stuff we see, I seem to like, because I'm the one that finds stuff and goes, "Hey, we should watch this together," you know.
Yeah, because I don't really go out of my way to find TV, but he'll find things for us to watch, and then I'll spend that time with him
if
to
it's
watch
good
it.
art, it's good art. So I mean, that's how I look at it. My uncle's a movie nut, like hardcore. He buys every movie that comes out.
His uncle
ever,
comes up with some good movies. I'll give him that.
Well, he knows what I like, so he figured that out. So.
What do you think about, like, when we have fights and stuff? Like, I mean, because we have little arguments from time to time, but in my opinion, I feel like they're reasonably quickly solved pretty easy, and I feel like it's not solved in the way where one person ends up feeling demasculated in one way or another, or emasculated, or whatever it's called. I feel like we both kind of feel that the other person eventually hurt the other person.
Yeah, that's pretty much, like, we communicate fairly well. Even though we're still learning, I mean, like, life is always learning, so we're going to be learning stuff about ourselves forever.
Compared to, like, my past relationships, though, I feel like it's definitely not what I would call an argument or a fight in comparison to what...
Oh, no, it's more of, like, sometimes we have heated debates for a second.
Yeah, that's a good word for it, a debate. It's I mean, we have a slight disagreement for something.
Well, we don't insult each other, really. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, voices get raised sometimes, but there's not really, like, that doesn't last that long.
That's promptly followed with an "I'm sorry" from both of us, because
it's like, oh crap,
if either of us gets to the point where we're so heated because we're like, "You're not listening to me," then, like, it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
We both don't like that kind of interaction.
Yeah.
We'd rather just, like, talk something out. Like, if we don't agree on something, oh well, like, why do I care? Like, I mean, I care about her and her well-being and her happiness. So
I'll say that. I truly say this
I
guy
do care.
cares
I mean, that's
so much
like
about
that's
that.
that's don't get that twisted. I mean, like, I'm trying not to, like, twist up my words. I mean, little stuff like don't trip over the spilt milk type thing. Like, if it's just like I think this way and she thinks this way about something that's not gonna cause anything that's bad. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Move on. Like, get over it. That's the problem I see with a lot of people, though. Like, they'll find something, they just find one thing, or they'll have, like, one kind of actual fight and they don't know how to react, really, so they just like, ah!
Well, I feel like a lot of people, they don't try to see it from the other person's point of view ever, or maybe not that they don't try to see it from the other person's point of view, but they really are just so wrapped up in the fact that they need to make sure they're heard. They don't stop to realize that they're voting for the same thing as the other person. And that's something me and him kind of realized pretty quickly, is that when we would have a difference of opinion, he would say it one way, and then I would say, okay, well, is what you're saying blah, blah, blah? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, that's how I feel. And he'd be like, oh, because you said it like this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, that's how I would express this, blah, blah, blah. Because I read between the lines. He talks super direct. I'm all full of metaphors and stuff, and he's super A to B to C. So
I think about my rhetoric, like, a lot before I even say anything.
Well, it's not that I don't. It's that I've got a lot of, I guess, bubbles and frills on my words, where he's just got, like it's not that I'm not direct either. I feel that I am direct. It's just we have a separate way of speaking.
No, I'm extremely dry. I speak like a douchebag intellectual, I guess.
I just feel that, like, in most cases where we actually did have it, what we thought was an
sometimes
actual
I start
disagreement,
speaking like a stoner bro from California, and I'll be just like, dude, bro, like, this shit's like fucking crazy, bro.
But I feel like we usually find out pretty soon that we had the same thing going on in our minds. We just expressed it in a different way. My living meme right here.
You guys get to experience some memery. I mean, like, you're just a meme anyway. This is just a meme.
Life is a meme.
In fact, I like a special message to the person watching this video right now. You don't have to like and subscribe. Actually, like and subscribe. You can see, I think it's right. there. Okay? Click those buttons. But then realize you need to wake up because it doesn't matter anyway. You're asleep.
We're all sleeping. No, I'm awake. People who are watching this are awake or are trying to wake up. That's the whole point.
Get woke.
Get woke.
Hashtag get woke.
Hashtag get woke. Oh my gosh.
Did that on purpose.
Hashtag FUPA.
FUPA life. Shout out to H3H3. You guys are inspirations.
Right?
From Doomville.
Hila and Ethan.
Gang sauce.
Shout out H3H3.
Shout out.
FUPA life.
Gangster sauce.
Was it Thick Boys for Life? I got my FUPA
thick.
coin invested.
If you have an argument, then I'm not thick. Are you even looking at your screen right now?
Oh, he's thick. Oh, he's really thick. FUPA coin for
I am
life.
the thickest of thick.
I've got all my investments.
Test me, bro.
I don't think he knows, baby. You guys are epic though. All right. I think that's all. You see what we are. We love it. We like it. We hope you find it, and we know for sure it is out there.
Don't take me too seriously.
Don't take yourself too seriously.
That's good message.
Don't take anybody too
We
seriously.
should make a video about that.
Yeah, don't take anybody.
Don't take life seriously.
Don't even take me too seriously. Take what you need and leave the rest.
Listen
always.
to all men and women, but do it with...
But listen to yourself at the end of the day.
Yes.
Definitely.
Use discernment on everything.
Yep.
But then, yeah, have fun. Who cares? Tune in, drop out. Just kidding.
Tune in, drop out.
Some like Leary stuff. I don't need to be promoting that lifestyle.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty then. Well, love you so much. Thank you for subscribing.
This gives you an idea
and all
right
that,
here.
And yeah.
As the credits roll.
Right, yeah.
This gives you an idea of what it's like for us to be together. I'm a troll all the time. And she's still a troll, even though she's a fairy.
Yeah. All right. Bye.